Hey y'all, this is Nichel Anderson, aka Nichel MOLIAE. I just released another song that will be in my official first album. And the journey there, I wanted to kind of talk about it. I didn't get a chance to really, it was to be released later this month with the rest of my songs on the 22nd. And here or there, it got released sooner. So, not to kind of get into that part of the journey, that'll be another day. But nonetheless, I'm thankful that it's out. Now, I want to talk about this. That's why I'm dropping this extra bonus because I didn't get a chance to kind of really introduce the song. It is a cover song, so I wanted to make sure all that need to be done on the back end. It's a lot of work when you're doing music. It's almost like real estate. Okay, the property of it, things you have to do to get in place paperized. So I was waiting on that and doing different things leading up to it. And I want to talk about it because it's my heart. So if I start crying, it is what it is. I thought about that. What if I start crying? Because it touched on a lot of my journey and what I've been through and the lessons I learned, and also an understanding about love. And the song, the music is mostly instrumental. It's Moments in Love by Art of Noise, and it's a part of my journey. So when I finally got to clear, y'all, I cried. Jesus. So I have to talk about it. I didn't get a chance to give it the proper introduction. The next thing I know, I got word that it's going live, it's going live, it's going live. It might hold to the 22nd. Then today, I found out that no, it's live, and I didn't get to give it the introduction. It is the most beautiful creation of music of my journey. So I'm crying, and usually I don't, but hell with it. This is my journey. So I have to tell you the backdrop of it. And one day I hope to meet the group of Art of Noise one day to say thank you. They created it. They had different versions of it. When I had to go and make sure I had the paperwork right or what have you, I learned a lot. So, but by the time, I learned about it, they call it the Quiet Storm. So at midnight it would play. And it was the long version. It was like 12 minutes. And then it went to 10 and 7. And for every reason, I stopped hearing that. So later on when I was in college, I think I heard like a few times. But after that, when I returned back to the city where I grew up in, it was one day, and I had left work and I was at the intersection, I should say. It was at 5 p.m. Right after 5 p.m. They played it, and I think they called it the afternoon quiet song, whatever. It was weird that they started doing that, and for every reason that song played exactly at the time. I believe it was 5 p.m. So it's a work day. It's a busy after, when you get off work, what have you, and you're in traffic, and the song started playing right when I was at the stop, the intersection at the light. And I thought that was odd. Usually I remember listening to it, growing up at midnight. Okay, and then it started playing all types of, R&B songs. Anyway, the light turned green. This is in my book. And I pressed down to move forward. And when I was crossing the other side of this intersection, I swear to God, I entered like a portal, and I started seeing images, but it was through, like I was seeing it, living it, not actually like seeing like you're seeing like a movie or some type of frame of art or anything like that. I was in it. By the time I got to the other side, first I like, whoa, what was that? And I remember still listening to it until it ended. And then something told me in my spirit to write it down, and that's what I did. So my book, Mitzrayim, A Memory of a Past Life in Ancient Egypt, talks about that. And I wrote it down what I remember. That's that scene. And then they started playing it, of course, continuously every time around that time when I got off work. So it allowed me to continue to see these flashbacks of memories. It was so real to the point that I had to put it. It wouldn't stop until I wrote it down. So then it told me that was my soul telling me these are memories. It will only stop if I talk about it, and that's through writing. And then it felt like it was like could be a movie, except these are memories. Okay, coming back. Think of it this way, like maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Whatever song that you kept listening to, it catches you and it holds that time what you was experiencing. Now into the future, all of a sudden you hear this song again, and what comes play in your mind? That memory of what you experienced before, except you listening to the music now, right today, but what you're seeing and what you connect with, how you felt, who you talked to, what happened, was several years ago. Well, for me, it was 7,000 years ago. I'm being real with you, okay? And from that moment on, and let me add this too, I noticed that when I just tried to write out these memories, which I learned later that this is enough to put into a book. See, this is how deep my book goes. That's why I keep pushing it. That's why my dream is still what it is, so it to become a film, because I like, these are memories, but it's almost like it's meant to be a film. That's how deep it goes. That's how my dream has been kept on all this time. That's how powerful things that are connected, that are in sync. Call it synchronicity. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm Southern. When things just happen for a reason, it connects. It's like numbers do. At any rate, I learned that I could not complete writing everything out unless I played this song, Moments in Love by Art of Noise. And when I played it, I mean, I was typing so fast. I was writing out so fast. I never at that time wrote a book before. So by the time I got to like 50 something pages, I remember asking someone at work, I'm like, can you read this? What do you think? They couldn't put it down. They said, where's the rest of it? No, serious. They say, where's the rest of it? Don't play. And I'm thinking, let me let somebody else read it. Like, because you're thinking like, this has got to be gibberish. I mean, because I had no planning, no outline, no nothing. And they keep telling me, where's the rest of the manuscript? So I'm like, okay. That's my confirmation to keep going. I don't understand it. I understand it later. So I will play this song and the memories will come through. Then, just like, I can't explain it, they started syncing in order. So when I went back and read it, everything was in order. It was just the scenes that I wrote about, I was actually there in the sense of reliving it or experiencing it again. That's why I was so detailed, because it was so vivid, just like a movie. And I connected with that with the song. And ever since then, it was sometimes during the year I will only listen to that song, Moments in Love, because I'm a very spiritual person. So the vibration of it has to be a certain way, or I'm just not in collaboration. And that, I can say, is at the top of the list, if not number one music that I will listen to. And it has everything in it. It has the journey of not knowing where you're going, but you trust the unseen. That's the beginning of it. I know the different parts of it so well, because I swear to God, I listened to it about 1,000,000 times, because it's a part of my journey. It's a part of the love, the part of it when you find your true love, your soulmate, and y'all talking it out and y'all agree to it. It just fits like a puzzle that's getting towards the middle and towards the end, where the excitement that we're going to do this, we agreed, we're going to have this experience, we're soulmates, we love one another, we're going to run it, and we did it. And it has all that part. And then the part that when you make it to the other side, you're holding hands and you're hugging and kissing, what have you, and you get the reward of what the true vibration of love is, which is a healthy love. And then that's when they will play the rain, and you hear the rain at the end. Those are the tears of the journey. So I love that song, y'all. So when I said I'm going to, what are the songs I want to put on this album? And I swear I was like, oh my gosh, could I even do it? I said a prayer, but I really will love the opportunity. And that's what I did. I did a cover song for Moments in Love. That I swear to you, it was as if it was meant to be, that I was able to find that song, to connect to it. So I can recognize that, because that's the song that opened up the memories for me, for my soul to write that book. That's the song, y'all. It has everything in it. It has my journey, the struggle, the pain, the aspiration, seeking, looking for your soulmate, and finding it. That's the middle of it, getting to the end when you found it. That's the one. And it's a good connection. Healthy. Love the moments. So fast forward in Atlanta, looking to do the film of it. A mentor that I thought it was, yada yada yada, to go playwright for now. But I always saw my book as a movie. That's how powerful it was. When you open up those memories of the soul. That's what Moments in Love is. I don't know what was the beginning of it, but God bless them when they created it. I'm going to go more deep into it, but I had to do something today to introduce it. To add on what I was about to say, the lady at the 14th, it was a 14th Playhouse, my first play of my book. I had to condense it to a small cast, but I got like over 50 characters in that book. They said, what you going to name the play? And I said, I don't know. And I thought like, well, if I go back, what's the whole message? If I can narrow it down. And then I remember what really opened up that doorway, that portal. It was that song, y'all. And I'm like, how I'm going to condense it to what the play is going to be, which is a small reflection. And that's how I got Moments of Love in ancient Egypt. Mole. Mole. So what I'm saying today is, when I got to the point to do the cover, what you hear is from my heart. What you hear is from my soul. True love do exist. Now we just gotta find who that is. But life will show you. Things will be in place that no other key can unlock. That's what happened that day when I went forward and that song played at a really different time, because it was time for me to remember. And I played that song over and over and over these years. I just adore it. And one day I can give the creators of it such a big hug that they didn't say no, and they just created this masterpiece of soul memories. That's what they created. God bless them. Because it was no other music that I could see those images of my book. Then I fast forward. I have a podcast show. I'm still pushing the dream for a film. But that's the power of music. It takes you back in time. It opens up that portal. It lets you to remember who you are, why you are here, and who is your soulmate, who is your soul family, who really love you, all in the presence of God. So this I wanted to be particular because it's really no singing, it's just a chorus saying the title of the song. Look how that is. Wow. And I just wanted to do my very best. And when I heard it, y'all, I cried. Because it goes deep. It goes deep. The moments. Being in love. The moments of your dream. The moments of what the life journey is. Love. Gotta be up to what the vibration of what it really is, which is God. Presence. So the cover, oh my God, it says so many symbols. I'm gonna do another broadcast about this to go more deep into all of my songs, but I had to do this. The cover was on my YouTube channel, and when I had to decide what I'm gonna design the cover for, I said, that's it. Two of them with the candlelight. That's God in the middle. That's the connection. You can go all the way back to Genesis. That's the balance. That's what love is. And it matched to me about my album and my message of my journey. Love, real love, vibrates for the best of each other in the presence of God. Hallelujah. Love y'all. Talk to y'all in the next one.